The starting line means something different to every child. For Langley, it started as something to do with her sister. Now, it's something she takes pride in, thanking every coach at the end of the season. For Atlas, it was his first time ever running. Now he shows up every week, quiet but determined, each step adding to a growing belief in himself. Pierre was the kid who couldn't focus. Now he's the one holding his teammates accountable, setting goals and leading the warm-ups. And Sam? He's the dreamer, the believer, the kid chasing the feeling of his first win and sketching the next Kilometer Kids t-shirt in his notebook. Different kids, different beginnings, but one shared experience that's shaping who they're becoming. Since 2007, Kilometer Kids has reached thousands of children across Atlanta, showing them that the finish line isn't the end, but a step towards something greater.
Kilometer Kids is a free game-based running program for kids in kindergarten through 5th grade. We're all about working hard, being kind, and having fun.
The focus of our Kilometer Kids program is not about identifying the fastest kid. The focus is to use the running as a means to an end to teach life lessons.
Focusing on kindness, on grit, on pushing forward, healthy eating. All of those encompass a whole person and not just an athlete. So those lessons really have been pivotal.
I appreciate it because I can make new friends really easy.
Running makes me feel excited, cheerful. When I finish run, I feel happy and I don't feel like this is hard. I feel like I'm so happy I did this.
I think what's special about the Kilometer Kids is that they really come from different backgrounds, and some of them are really athletic, some of them are not, and their parents are just looking for a way to get them more active. They all grow to love movement, and whether that be walking or running, and just enjoy being active, and they grow to really love just being outside and moving.
Over the course of a 10-week season, kids gather at parks, schools, and rec centers across the city, learning to set goals, track progress, and build healthy habits in a fun, low-pressure environment.
They set goals such as running a mile or running 5 laps the next day. So whatever goals they have set for themselves, they work hard to reach those goals.
I really just like seeing how happy the kids are when they see they've reached a milestone of some sort. We just got off a spring break, and I have had all these kids email already like, well, I ran here on this vacation. I ran doing this, and they're just so proud of everything they do.
One thing I'm proud of this season is that I beat my half marathon goal, which is my first goal. When I come to practice, I'm most excited for the game. They're all kind of different, but my favorite is this game called Blob Tag. First, you need a partner, but the limit is 4. Once you have 4, you gotta split in half.
Kilometer Kids isn't just rooted in running, it's rooted in community. Coaches aren't strangers. They're parents, teachers, and neighbors from the same neighborhoods these kids live and go to school in.
It's very important to us to not send volunteers into communities that they're not a part of. So we really think that that fosters a greater sense of camaraderie and trust between the participants and their coaches. As a coach, I try to meet the kids where they're at and build them towards where I know they can be. Every kid's a little bit different. I've had the fortunate opportunity to work with a lot of kids on the autism spectrum, and I've been able to help them in a less structured environment in the school really start to enjoy a cooperative, athletic, extracurricular activity.
By the end of the season, it's not just about running anymore. It's about effort, confidence, friendship, pride. What starts as a simple after-school program becomes something kids carry with them, on the track, in the classroom, and far beyond.
Once Atlas is graduated out of Kilometer Kids, I can imagine him using these skills literally in every facet of his life. If he decides to play flag football, or if he decides to computer program, or work on a community garden, there's so many things that I think that Kilometer Kids is providing him skills in, more than just running. It's being comfortable with being uncomfortable, pushing past what you believe your limitations are to be a better version of yourself. So there's really no limit to where he can apply the skills he's learned here.
I recommend this program to so many people. There's 3 or 4 kids that are here now just because of me being in love with the program.
If I had to describe Kilometer Kids in one word, I would say community.
I think it's empowering. I think Kilometer Kids has been really empowering for my kids. They've also built a lot of confidence and just skill and gotten faster. Kilometer Kids is a completely free program, both for kids to participate in and for schools or communities to host in their neighborhood or in their community. So any donation to support the efforts of what we're doing is always super helpful. And then if you're looking for other ways to get involved in terms of volunteering, you can always become a coach with us, and you can reach out to us to hear more about how to start a site in your own community.
For more information about how you can get involved with Kilometer Kids, visit atlantatrackclub.org/kilometerkids.